And
What is up, everyone? Even though we
hey,
don't
what's
have
going
nobody.
on? We got nobody to view us, but hey, hi. Today we're gonna be talking about UFOs. Do, 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 do. You know,
I'm my own.
what's that?
I'm my own UFO.
Yep, we're gonna talk about UFOs. 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 So, before we came on, I was watching Ancient Alien on the History Channel and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking about this idea. Because we're talking about flying saucers and everything like that. Have you ever seen um a flying saucer yourself?
Not personally, but I probably have. I'm just not really realized it.
Oh, really? I mean, I've never seen one myself. Like, I mean, it could have been. Oh, Carrie's seen one? That's cool. Oh, of course, episode 5 is brought to you by Miller Lite. Tastes great, less filling. Made me feel like such an alcoholic.
I can go get alcohol if you want me to. Go get the blue flame.
Yeah, Brandon and I talked. We decided that we'll do 2 episodes today because, well, the first one was wow. Let's just leave it at that.
That was kind of out there, but it's all good though.
Yeah, live and learn.
Yeah.
But now, you think you have seen one? You said?
Possibly. Oh, I thought you were reading the comments. My bad.
Oh, no.
Okay. You never know. I mean, possibly. I mean, if they say they are out there, then you probably could have seen one, just not knowing that it was an actual UFO.
Right. You know, it's so hard to tell if they do it between actually being UFO or if it's actually like a military craft or something like that. Hey, what's going on, Lisa?
Lisa.
Oh, goodness.
Hang out.
That's pretty cool. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, freaking, what do you think of the possibilities? Like, do you think they're ever going to release any sort of videos or anything like that? Hey, what's going on, Dustin?
That I'm not really for sure.
Now,
it's too confidential for them to release anything, and if they have, they would have done it by now.
I don't know, dude. Like, freaking, I do agree. Like, on that show is discussing like the difference between like clearances. Like, you know, if you're a Democrat, you don't get released that much. If you're a Republican president, you get released a lot more because you're closer with the military. I wonder if there's more to that. And like, you know, and as soon as that that fighter pilot video came out with the showing the UFOs, that's all of a sudden when they started this whole Space Force. And you still get deployed to a desert.
Point.
Bingo. And I don't know, like, it's pretty interesting stuff out there. Like some of the UFO videos I've seen and everything like that, freaking have been pretty wild. Now I don't know about the whole alien abduction type of thing, but it could be. And you never know. I mean, did you ever listen to that Bob Lazar interview on Rogan's show?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you need to listen to that. It's pretty wild. Like, it talks about the interior makeup of like a UFO, like a ship and stuff like that. And like, they were basically paid just to figure out to do like reverse engineering on it, to figure out how to fly it and everything like that.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Like, freaking, I couldn't imagine doing something like that. I'd be pushing too many damn buttons. Like, oh, I see a button. What does this do? What does this do? What does this do? What's that?
It should be like a suicide mission.
Right. I mean, there's just so many different videos and stuff like that. Now, they say that there's more UFO sightings in Florida than there is anywhere else in the country. Do you think that the reason why that is just because, like, it's more over the freaking, I don't know what you want to say, like, towards, like, the pyramid, the triangle, the Bermuda Triangle and stuff like that? Or do you think it's unrelated?
I don't know. That, or it could be like that Cuba Missile Crisis that they used to have at one point.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's pretty wild looking like. And when do you think the actual first UFO sighting was reported and documented? Besides what's back in the ancient text and in the Bible and stuff like that.
I'd say probably in the 60s.
No, it was before then. It was like 1907.
Wow.
Because they were talking about how even before then, because they were saying like how Abraham Lincoln and stuff knew certain things about UFOs, and like how he briefed U.S. Grant about that. So I mean, it's pretty wild stuff out there. I don't know. Like, what is your perspective on everything?
I believe they're out there. It's just they're hiding too much. That are just not allowing the right access to it.
Right. It's all about how much clearance you got.
Yeah.
Man, I'm writing a message.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I mean, I don't know, like freaking. I'm gonna pull up some of these videos. Okay, can you? Do you see any evidence or anything like that you want to discuss on this topic?
Twice deployed to the Middle Ocean, Virginia Beach.
Can you see that at all?
Lieutenant Graves says his squadron, the Red Reapers, was running training exercises up and down the East Coast when they started to pick up mysterious radar tracks.
We don't really think a lot of them, other than the fact that maybe they were just a part of the radar itself, not necessarily natural.
Like, and how they're like picking up on the radar and everything like that. I mean, I think it's pretty wild how they go from being on the radar to being not on the radar and stuff like that. Hey, what's going on, Naomi? How you doing? Oh, I think Dustin just called me fat.
But he's calling me fat, which I know.
Get my belly. I mean, I just think it's pretty wild, like how they can just sit there and adjust their flying and everything like that. I mean, is it possible that it is actual military or something like that has those type of things? You know, not saying that all UFOs or anything like that is all military and stuff like that, but how do we know that like one of them hasn't crashed and we're just perfecting the technology? I mean, you look at some of this, like you look during World War II and stuff, and you know, Adolf Hitler was really into aliens and stuff like that, and they said that he had alien technology, and that's why he had the best tanks and everything like that from alien technology, from what he saw, you know.
Maybe that's the reason why Russia is too scared. A lot of people are too scared of Russia.
Yeah, I mean, I would be scared of Russia too. Man, Putin's crazy. Vladimir Putin, I would fuck with that dude. I mean, I just think there's pretty wild things out there, like, or what if, like, you know, I don't know. What do you ever hear about, like the flying saucers that come out of the oceans and stuff? Have you ever seen any videos like that?
Not till I know of.
You should definitely check it out. Like, there's a lot of good support and evidence that they can fly right out of the oceans or fly out of mountains or anything like that. And I don't think it's mostly this type of thing. I mean, do you think they can go? I don't know what you want to say about like camouflage, like
a invincibility type deal.
Yeah, like a visibility ability cloak or something like that, you know?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, anything's possible with technology.
Right. And
Hi, Buttercup.
Oh,
so you see how I popped up my chest a little bit?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be like shapeshifters out there, man. There's some pretty wild ideas. I know our next episode that we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be more talking about pyramids, and the Noah's Ark and stuff like that. But this one, I just really wanted to touch on UFOs and aliens and everything like that. I mean, I want to see what other people's philosophies are out there. Like, do you think aliens are among us and like they look like us?
I'd say so.
I mean, do you think they're taking our DNA and intertwining it with theirs,
Not cloning.
making like a sort of like a hybrid type of alien or something like that, so they can survive in our type of climate?
It's possible. I mean, if
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible, but I want to hear your thoughts too.
I mean, there's so many people that's out there that's really weird and stuff like that. You never know what they are. I mean, people may think I'm weird, but I'm not an alien, but
Yeah.
they wouldn't know the dang difference at the time.
Right on. Oh yeah, Carrie said yes that she believes in all that stuff, which is pretty cool. And
I mean,
I like, is there different types? Like, you know, is there like what do you call them? Like reptilian type of things? Do you think they're like, or do you think the UFOs that they're describing and stuff like that are just us in the future? If like this is what happens to our type of bodies going into a different atmosphere, you know?
mhm.
Or that's what it looks like. You know, what if I said I'd be talking about pyramids next week, but what if there was some sort of like advanced technology back then and a bunch of us went over to another world, another planet or something like that, and this is what happened throughout time because of the different atmosphere and stuff. Because you look at them, they look just like us. You know, they're relatively speaking, like they have the same type of 2 legs, 2 arms, you know, freaking face, 2 eyes, nose, mouth, and everything like that, you know?
Sure.
What do you think on that?
Sort of like what we talked about last week, that
Yeah.
Total Recall. How do we know? I mean, that
Mm-hmm.
was in 2052, something like that.
Yeah.
So how do we know life ain't out there besides what they're portraying in movies? How do
You
they?
never know. I mean, where did they come up with these ideas? Are they getting it through first-hand encounters? Are they like, or you just have that wild of imagination, you know?
That is true.
And
Look at Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams in it.
yeah.
So how do we know? We don't.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, or do you think there's like a Stargate where they're saying like, you know, where you like travel between dimensions, you know, you like step through it and next thing you know you're on another world.
What was that concert? Remember the guy looked like had a cell phone, like in the mid-90s, looked like an iPhone? Remember those photos I showed you?
I don't remember the.
Do you remember like there was a concert, a guy that had an iPhone back in the mid-90s?
Oh, really?
Travel.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen pictures and stuff like that of that.
It's like a guy in a concert or something. He's taking photos just like that, and it looks like a brand new iPhone, but back in the mid-90s.
Never know. Do, 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 do. I want to go back.
Yeah.
I want to go back to a Nirvana concert in the early 90s, late 80s.
Oh,
That would be
Lord.
awesome.
That would.
Or he'd done and be like, "What in the hell are you thinking, stupid?"
Boy could dream.
Oh, Alexa Cord.
I mean, yeah, I've seen that picture with the lady with the JFK picture, where she looks like she's talking on a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just like walking down the street or something like that. I mean, but how would you get service back then? There was no cell towers and stuff. That's the only thing that like, makes me wonder, you know?
I don't know. It's just kind of really strange on how it happened.
Right. I mean,
Not unless it was like one of those walkie-talkie type phones.
No,
yeah, you know.
legit cell phone though.
I know, but you can go through the Verizon at the time Nixville. They had
Yeah.
phones that had the walkie-talkie in it, and you can still use the walkie-talkie without actually using the phone.
Yeah. I've seen those.
And if it's JFK, then it's Secret Service, and they had the highest technology at the time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just pretty wild. Like, I would like to go back in time, man, but I'm not going to stay my happy ass there. Because
Go back before all hell breaks loose over everything.
what's that?
Go back in time before everything happens for the reasons.
I know, right? But man, hey, what's going on, Chris? Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your time with us.
No, but I'm just like, okay, so check this out. If aliens had the technology and stuff like that, where they're showing us how to do certain things like time travel and everything like that, why couldn't we go back and prevent certain things? Like, why couldn't you prevent like a tsunami or like, you know, other, or like the plagues, you know, even this corona shit, you know?
And how do these cartoons predict the futures?
Yeah, the last Simpsons, man, that's pretty wild.
Well,
I'm waiting for us to live under bubbles.
yeah, they predicted this virus and 9/11. Now, how in the world do they know back
Right.
in the 90s when they wrote all this shit?
Nostradamus predicted 9/11 in some aspect, talking about the two twins would fall, you know, from a, was that, I can't remember exactly what it said, but something on those lines, like, you know, and it would cause a great war. And lo and behold, 20 years, almost 20 years later, we're still in war. We're still there, you know? And life is war.
Yeah,
And
that is true.
I don't know. All right. You never know. And do you really think if you alter time like that, it would be like create some, like, for every action there's a reaction type of thing? Or like that movie, yeah, like what Chris was saying, like the butterfly effect. You ever seen that movie where he goes back and tries to change one thing and like all this other stuff? It's like a ripple effect. I mean, would those type of things do that, you know?
No, I believe it's possible. I believe it's possible.
Yeah, man. And here's another question for you. Do UFOs or aliens and stuff like that have souls just like you and I? Could they haunt? Like, do we have alien ghosts here?
That's a very good question, actually.
I mean, like you were sending me that picture earlier. How do you know that's not a alien ghost?
On my door.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can bring it up and see if they can see it.
right. I mean, you'll see like clearly like an alien head on. It's through it.
Yeah, just kind of strange.
And oh, definitely every action is like a ripple effect, but
I don't know if you all can see it, but it's on the far wall right beside the door. It's right above the old TV.
can you see it?
Can you see it?
Somewhat.
Yeah. I took that
Well, how
last
about,
but it's just, I mean, it looks just like a human
yeah,
in there. just looking right at the tip. My store goes upstairs, and right where that door, where that little hallway is, right there at the door.
Right, definitely. 1 second.
Okay. I mean, it's just, yeah, you're right. Anything's possible.
I mean, what happens, like, if they do come out and tell the United States or something like that that aliens are real? Yeah, we've got a couple, we got a couple corpses and stuff like that. Would it create mass chaos like they think, or do you think that people would accept it?
I think people would accept it because they've been looking for the answers too long now.
Right. I mean,
Well, some people like,
I don't know. I think they'll be like, I knew it.
well, it's accepting
Yeah,
it, though,
but like,
they'd get aggravated because they knew it in their mindset all this long, but
right.
never really found out about until now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just think there's like endless possibilities that's actually out there, and like there's so many things that we don't know or we cannot predict. And like, do we get all of our do we get all of our ideas, like creating the engine itself or combustible, those type of things, like we're doing like with the whole solar power type of thing? Are we getting that from alien technology, and we're just learning more about stuff that they've already known about for years?
I mean, LED, think about LED lights. They're supposed to be the brightest, actual, most energy efficient light out there. These lights
Right.
you see in the sky are so bright,
Right.
and it has to be energy efficient or they wouldn't sit there as long as they supposedly do.
Right. Exactly.
We know we didn't get that technology from beyond somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, like Dustin saying that people would kill him, and maybe, you never know. And Chris says, I'm gonna put this on because this is actually a pretty cool question. I'm gonna put it on right here.
Okay.
Now, what do you think about that type of theory?
That's a very good.
kind of like shape shifters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
that's
second.
a good.
That could be.
1 second, guys.
It's a very good point there, Chris.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Oh, you're fine. Hey, what's up, Michael? Welcome back.
Welcome back to me? Did you say welcome back to me? That's me.
Both of them. Welcome back.
Hello. No, what did you guys talk about? Like, I don't know.
My allergies started acting up. I almost started in one of my coughing spells, so I muted myself for a little bit.
Now, yeah, outlaws don't die. That's the truth. We ride, we get stronger.
On some allergy meds.
I'm good, bro. You stay your corona shit away from me.
Water?
I do know.
Copenhagen.
iPhone?
Damn it,
Oat milk.
we're gonna get sponsored by somebody. I'm telling you, man. It's in our future.
Hey, you ever? Let me look and see here.
Here.
Java.
It's oat milk.
Oh, these are expired. Never mind. I was gonna. Well, our other next sponsors, Black and Milds, even though they're expired coupon.
Black and mild, black and mild.
Vacation, if we go to Pigeon Forge or whatever, I always get a couple of them. Just smoke on the balcony at the hotel.
Right.
It's my.
No, I mean, now, do you think it's possible that that aliens are like all the greatest inventions that we ever had has been tied to like alien technology?
I don't know.
Like for weapons,
Or how
car, airplanes, jets, all that type of thing, you know?
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't. I mean, it's possible.
Or even like computers and stuff like that. I mean, how does somebody like think that one day that, oh, hey, Star, what's going on?
Hi.
I mean, do you think that, like, here, take this cell phone. Do you think that a cell phone came from alien technology?
It's a good question.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's pretty wild, like different theories out there about that type of thing. It's like when you're using like a computer or something like that, or nah, dude, this started way before Roswell. Way before Roswell. No, just like different things. Like,
we're looking for another controller. Hang on.
oh, okay.
We're good. You can keep talking out here.
No, dude, it's just different things. Like, yeah, that's what I've heard before, that the jet engine was reverse engineered from alien technology. Like the whole thing at Area 51, where they're trying to do reverse technology to figure out how to fly it and how to maneuver it. Because, you ever see a UFO fly, it's so wild. It can go from like going freaking the speed of sound and turn on like a dime, no problems. Where like, modern day aircrafts like us, we can't do that, and it'd be ripped apart. I mean, we can't even go the speed of sound yet. And there's just too many different things out there with that type of thing, Or like you definitely need to, like, if anybody hasn't checked out that Bob Lazar interview, it is worth a listen. Whether you believe Bob Lazar or you don't, it's totally worth a listen though. For some of the ideas and stuff like that he has, and some of the stories that he has, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it makes you think that there is more to it, just because how much he is watched by the government and everything like that, And what if, like, there really is a Men in Black? I mean, I ain't trying to be like all funny and stuff like that, but what if there is,
That is true. I mean, if FBI, we don't really know. If the FBI really, I mean, according to the movies, the FBI was the Men in Black at the time.
Yeah.
They had their own special division wise.
Right. And there's been released documents stating there used to be certain sectors of the government set up just to study alien technology, aliens, the possibility of UFOs and stuff like that, you know?
That is very true. So how
And,
do you know it's not out there?
yeah, you definitely got to think it's out there. I mean, if it's not, it's pretty wild. Like, I'm just waiting for them to be like, hey, we can zap ourselves to the Mars now. You know, we can do all Star Trek type of technology where you can just like step into a thing like, beam me up, Scotty.
We
Boom.
probably have
Okay.
done that already.
What's that?
We probably already have done that. They just don't say it.
Man, I'm just saying, growing up in the 90s, dude, we were lied to. Look at all the stuff that we were promised when we got into our later years, you know?
Yep.
We were screwed by Back to the Future movies, I think. You know? All the flying cars and everything like that, you know? I mean, look at the Jetsons, dude. We were promised to have robots doing our cooking and cleaning and flying cars and more.
We'll go
I
back
wanted to be George Jetson. Meet the Jetsons.
because the daughter was the brat and stole money from him all the time.
Right?
And the
I want
wife.
to be the dog. I won't have to bring my dogs out as much anymore. I'd be like, oh, you're mechanical. If you don't stop it, I'm just going to take out your battery. What now?
Pull the plug.
I don't like you tonight. I'm just going to unplug you.
I'm not sleeping with my ass this time. Pull the plug. Wait right there where you
Never know, man. Freaking.
are.
Like, I'm just saying, if there is actually that type of like, you know, I would like to see some concrete evidence that aliens are among us, like concrete, like pictures, videos, not, I mean, legit photos and
Yep.
stuff like that. Here you go, Chris.
Want some deer to go with that?
But no, it's just, I don't know. I'm waiting for that type of stuff. Like, it's going to be a new world once they come out and say, hey, this is what's out there and stuff like that. I mean, I've known they found, what is it, like bacteria on Mars when they came back, you know, and that is some sort of life form.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think it's possible that, like we were talking before, do you think that octopus are aliens?
I don't know.
I mean, because look how intelligent they are. They're been proven to be one of the most intelligent species on this planet. And there's like so many different things in the ocean that we have no idea anything about, you know?
True.
How do we know that like certain species that we have here on Earth are not aliens themselves?
Just
Like
like
Bigfoot.
that. You done found him.
Bigfoot.
But you just, all joking aside, you really never know. You can only go so far in depth of the ocean wise.
Right. I mean,
But
we can. I'd like to see us doing freaking more exploring of the oceans and stuff like that. See how far we can actually get and see what's truly underneath there.
true.
I'm not sure if I follow the Gala channel and Malibu. Toilet paper rules. What? You stop reading the chat. You guys are all crazy.
Let's see. I don't have any toilet paper on me. I'd sell it to you for 50 cents if you want it.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to make a profit, you know.
I'd give it to you for free.
What's that?
I said I'd give it to you for free.
All right, cool. I'll sell you one square piece for 25 cents.
Hey, that works.
Yep.
It'll work if it's not one ply.
Hmm. Now, I heard this theory. I don't know if we talked about this last one. I heard the coronavirus was actually put in place to take out the lizard people. Now, do you believe in that?
I've not heard of it, so I don't know.
I haven't heard of that either.
I haven't heard of it, so I can't really.
Or you gotta totally look that up.
Okay.
But it's just like the people that believe that, that coronavirus is caused by 5G.
Why do they? No, that is a good point. I mean, why is the cell companies trying to push the 5G on everybody?
Yeah, but okay, if coronavirus is caused by 5G, you got to think about why do people getting sick in rural areas that don't go leave anywhere like that?
Making my nose hurt.
There's only certain places that have 5G, like the bigger cities, like Roanoke has it, and I'm sure like Richmond, Memphis, and DC and stuff like that.
I say
I
probably.
hope the virus goes away soon.
What?
I'm starting again. I forgot.
Now, do you think that was an alien virus, though? I know you say you don't believe it's caused by 5G, but do you think it's an alien virus?
I don't know. I mean, it's all possible, though. I mean, we really never do. What the crap? I did what you're talking about, I guess.
And why are only certain people getting it? Why does it affect people worse? Some people worse than others,
True.
And
Well, I still believe my theory, though. I believe they were sick before they got it, and this just triggered more. I mean, not to knock on Joe Diffie anything, but he only lasted 3 days under this virus.
right,
And you get quarantined for 14 with it. So,
right,
a normal human being. So
yeah, like some people,
were sick before that, and it just
right.
took most symptoms out of it.
I mean, what if it's just affecting people with, like we were saying, like hybrid people, like people that have mixed DNA between alien race and human race? How do we know that it's not like, only affecting them or only affecting people that are humans, not the people with, alien and humanoid DNA? You know what I'm saying?
We don't.
And I just think, I like putting ideas out there, making people think.
It's all good.
But man, it's like there's just so many different things out there that we just don't know. And I'm waiting for the one day that somebody's just gonna come across the television and be like, yes, there is aliens. Yes, you were right all along,
Be like, and your point.
All right. Man. Oh, I'm totally putting this on there.
What is it?
Thank you, Jerry. Who knows, man? No, that's like I don't know if like that whole story is true about the dude eating the bat, and like it is a true point that in ancient Chinese culture they do eat wild animals. They eat cats, dogs, bats, snakes, stuff that what we have. Yes, there goes my head. And
You never really know, honestly.
Like with all these different things are out there. I mean, do you think it's going to be possible at some point that we are going to be able to teleport?
I think we're already there.
Do you really? What's that?
I do think we do already have that there in place.
All right, and what do you think they're using it for?
Could be anything, really.
All right, I mean, swallowed some dip.
What?
It's like, it doesn't. That sounds like a cat.
Oh, thanks, Star.
Ah, thank you.
Wait,
We are,
I'll put that one on there.
we are awesome.
I approve this message. At the 45-minute mark.
Look, she's pretty.
1 second.
Brandon,
I'm going to be texting you. Yeah, we'll edit this part out of it. You get your phone on you?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was listening to this through surround sound.
Oh, cool.
Get it out of you. Oof.
Man. Well, we're going to have to edit this dead air out.
True.
But
Like a message. All right, question.
okay.
Who wants to be in this and give them their insight of this theories?
Yeah, first person that drops their email will come on with us and talk about UFOs, aliens. You got 3 seconds.
3,
3, 2, 1.
Meh.
Oh, well, this just got awkward.
I love this.
I thought people loved us.
Yeah, now, what I do, but the dog will come in here and tuck my head. They cry, and Dixie will just jump up on me
It
like,
takes her a minute though.
yeah, she takes her a couple of seconds to figure out, hey, he's
Right.
crying.
No, if someone wants to join us, you can seriously just drop your email in there right there. I'll send you a link right now and come on and talk about UFOs and aliens.
Or paranormal, whatever you want.
Yeah, we can just ramble on.
Just
That's what we
another-
did last episode, man. We rambled on for quite a while. All right. We got a winner? All right.
Ah, we got Lisa. We got Chris.
All right. You want to invite both of them? Okay.
What?
There's one. Hey, what was Lisa's?
I can't even read that from here. Shit.
Firefighter something?
11:35 at Yahoo.
Firefighter 1135?
At Yahoo.
All right. All right. Okay, sending you guys the link.
Oh, I have Alexa plugged up. I can't play the Jeopardy thing.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't take your eye out. Come on, let's go.
Dude, I don't want to get no trademark.
True.
No, there's just so many fascinating ideas out there. Like, okay, here comes Chris is going to join us. All right, everybody say hi to Chris.
Whoa.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so you think that aliens are paranormal, you said? I saw that from the chat.
Yeah. anything that's strange in our world or that we can't explain is technically in the paranormal field, right? Bigfoot,
Right.
Yeti, aliens, ghosts, spirits, demons. All that I think should be categorized all as paranormal.
Right on, right on. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know, like that. I would classify though the aliens are like paranormal. I mean, I wonder, like Brandon and I were talking about earlier, is like that picture he's got. He has a picture of like an alien head that looks like into a shadow form that's on his wall.
Mm-hmm.
Think about
No,
it. You said there was different species of aliens.
right? There
Perhaps
definitely is.
perhaps the one he caught is the stealthy ones, the ones
Right.
that can phase in and out of our reality. Think about
Right.
it. If you're invisible completely, you could phase into the enemy's base.
Yeah.
The perfect
All
stealth.
Right. That'd be pretty
Also,
cool. All right. We have another sponsor.
it's cider.
I got an LG controller for surround sound if you want.
Awesome. Star asked, "Are zombies real?" Well, there was some different things saying that zombies. Didn't they have like a video or something like that where somebody actually made a zombie?
I think so.
I can't
Bath
remember.
salts.
Not the one in bath salt. The one that's like that was pretty cool though. The bath salt victim person in Florida, like hissing at the cop.
That was cool. You do realize that it messed with the guy's head so much that the cops shot him. He got back up and charged. They had to unload. Both cops had to unload the entire mags. That's
Oh,
18
really?
bullets.
Oh, really? That's pretty wild. Hop on the Steel
They
Reserve.
literally said, "Drop that man's face."
Oh, no kidding.
It was two homeless guys high on bath salts.
Oh, wow. I gotta see that video. That's pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure it's too graphic to be on the internet.
Oh, no kidding. Another Light is better than Steel Reserve.
I don't have a dog in that race.
Bud
Sure
Light.
you do.
I'm in the middle, but I don't have a dog in the middle of it.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Anyway,
I'm never in the middle.
I can make you in the middle.
this is
Now, what do you think about? Okay, do you think that? What you call it? That they're gonna find life on. Remember years ago, probably back in like 2007, 2008, that they came up with that Kepler B52, that planet they found that's outside of our, like outside the Milky Way. Do you think that there's going to be life found on that planet if we ever get to go there someday?
I think it might be possible. I really do.
It was similar to Earth.
Did you know that there's also a super? I forget the exact terminology they use, but it basically the planet they found, like
Right.
3 galaxies away from us. Imagine Earth, but 10 times bigger.
Yeah. Right.
But they don't.
Man.
But the problem is they don't know what the composition of the atmosphere is.
Right.
For all we know, it could be poison.
I'm gonna put this on here. This is actually pretty cool. Get a good read on this. Now, what do you think about that?
I think we should have cut ties with Israel decades ago.
And I don't know, like, not to be like, I don't want to get into politics or anything like that, or anything war related. But do you think that some of that type of stuff is related to alien technology, Apollo, different type of things,
Well, the alien thing aside, I think that changing government hands allowed the two countries to get along enough and put the
Right.
difference aside because it was different people in power at the time. Think
Oh, no
about it.
kidding.
If two countries that are at war, 10 years later, there's two different people in charge,
Right.
and they're allies.
Yeah. I mean, look at like the way that Russia used to be with Gorbachev and like, all that type of stuff with Reagan. You ever seen those? Those two were actually somewhat work relationship than when the Clinton came into office and stuff like that. And Clinton didn't have a good relationship with Russia. Neither did Obama, but Bush and Trump do. It's pretty. I don't know. It's kind of weird to think about that.
If we weren't on air, I'd say something about Trump and Putin, but I can't say on air.
No, we don't touch politics. No, we don't touch politics.
It's a joke. No, it's a Saturday night. It's a Saturday Night Live joke they didn't make about them.
Right on. No.
So it's not politics. It's a Saturday Night Live thing.
Right on. No, so now do you think it is possible that, say we do find out that aliens are among us and they're like humanoids and they live among us and stuff like that? Do you think they'd be secluded from us, or do you think they'd be embraced? Like find out like some certain,
Depends on if they look different.
No, they'd look just like us. Like
then
you
we
and
wouldn't
me.
even know.
And...
We wouldn't even know.
No, but they found out they were.
For all we know, Brandon could be half human, half Bigfoot.
He is.
Literally.
His uncle could be Bigfoot. His uncle could be the SWAT man or Florida skunk ape.
Yeah.
SWAT man, skunk ape, it goes by two different names, but that's just a Florida name for Bigfoot because he's in the swamps.
Right. Do you think, what about the Mothman? Do you think the Mothman in Mount Pleasant, West Virginia is part of an alien?
What I think happened is some poor fool wandered onto a military testing facility. A moth, they were experimenting with moths to give people wings. The poor schmuck, you can probably tell I'm from New York.
That's all good.
They used him as basic guinea pig.
Right on.
And now, but did you ever realize that every time something bad happened, he appeared before that accident happened?
Yeah, I saw like when that flood happened, which took out the bridge. They showed him like flying over the river and stuff like that.
Perhaps he wasn't the thing that caused it. Perhaps he knew something was going to happen. He was trying to warn them.
You never know,
like
man.
Just like the Native Americans, they read the clouds. Perhaps,
right. Like I've heard also that he's a curse from the Native Americans for the white man taking over their land.
But perhaps, think about this. Perhaps over time, he's come to grow fond of us humans.
Right.
And he's trying to warn us.
Yeah, you never know, man. That's pretty interesting theories, man.
Or he could actually be an alien.
Right. That's
mutated by us accidentally.
Well, let's say, okay, what if it's alien technology that entered a moth, like an alien DNA entered a moth, and this is what you have? Or what if Bigfoot is like, alien DNA entering a regular ape or a gorilla?
Well,
you never know. I mean,
why do they go into like hunting? When you go hunting, you can go buy a ghillie suit. What is a ghillie suit? It's like
it's camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple ghillie suits.
And how do we know these photos that people are showing supposedly Bigfoot and Yetis and all the above that never can get them is in actual people and these ghillie
Well, the
just
thing is, how can these people run as fast as people say Bigfoot is? Take
Right.
a 12-foot wide road. Bigfoot
Yeah.
can make that 12-foot distance in 3 steps.
Right.
No human can do that.
All right. Man, I don't know.
And
Like,
you take a 70-degree incline, and
Yeah.
Bigfoot can run up it with no problem.
right.
Not even the strongest person can run that fast up a vertical incline like that
Right.
with no
Now, do you
effort.
think Bigfoot can make himself transparent, and that's why nobody's really found him?
I think Bigfoot is the missing branch in the human
Yeah.
evolution.
Yeah.
He's the missing link.
You never know. I mean, there's different type of theories out there concerning Bigfoot. I mean,
If we humans hadn't evolved the way we are, we
Yeah.
probably look like Bigfoot, naked and covered in hair.
right.
I'm getting naked just to show you my photo. Yeah.
Brandon, leave the shirt on tonight.
He's covered in hair anyway.
But then again, I would look like a white ghost. I was like,
Man, Carrie's saying that Bigfoot communicates through tree knocking. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, you never know.
That is suppose they can actually verbally communicate like us, but they don't want to give away their location because they're very, very smart. Monkeys, apes, primates, they communicate through knocks. They
Right.
communicate through grunts and roars.
Yeah.
They basically use it as echolocation. Say Brandon is 10 miles in the woods and you're at the beginning of the woods. He lets out a roar, you pinpoint his exact location.
Right on.
Or he found a deer and snapped its neck with no effort.
Right. That's pretty wild.
Okay, so in the Himalayas, there's an account of a young lady that encountered the Yeti. Her yak had its neck snapped with one hand. What creature can snap a yak's neck in half and kill it instantly?
I don't know.
You would have to have enormous strength. Enormous strength.
Yeah.
Not even the Big Show could do that.
Right. I mean, that's just like some crazy type of thing. Now, but do you think like all these like Yeti, Bigfoot, Mothman, all these different type of things are actual aliens then?
Well, if they are, then aliens are another cryptid. And cryptids are connected to the paranormal side.
Right.
sure.
And that's why I meant that aliens are paranormal because they're cryptids. If that's
Right.
true.
Yeah, that's what like what we're trying to do stars to make people think and put like different ideas out there to put people like different thoughts just to get your brain going. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different possibilities are out there that that people should think about and different philosophies and ideas is what makes us human.
Think about it. How did the Mayans create a chart of the stars, the planets, math?
That is next week's episode.
I only brought it up because I watch a lot of Science Channel, okay?
Yeah. No. Seriously, next week's episode is going to be all about pyramids and everything like that. Pyramid.
Conspiracy. Weird.
Conspiracy theories. Yeah. We love conspiracy theories. Yeah, like talking about the Stargates, freaking how pyramids used to be star shit, like flying saucers, how that what you call it, the Noah's Ark was actually a pyramid, and we all just got DNA slides. But that's all next week's episode.
I have something to say about Noah's Ark.
All right, go
They
ahead.
actually found some of our satellites in space. When they
Yeah.
passed over the mountain that Noah's Ark supposedly stopped on, they
Yeah.
found an outline of a boat.
But here's the thing. Okay, I know this is kind of going off the rails, and this is pretty much next week's episode.
I
But
just wanted to
I'll cover it
say
really
that.
quickly. They've actually revealed what you call it, biblical scripts stating that Noah's Ark was actually the Great Pyramid in Gaza, and it wasn't actually an ark. And I sent Brandon, a bunch of different people, links of this showing how that the Great Pyramid in Gaza was actually meant to be like the Noah's Ark, and like it really wasn't floating or anything like that. It was just basically to survive a flood where everybody and everything went inside there.
Isn't that how Stargate started? They went inside a pyramid and there was a Stargate in it?
Yeah. Yes.
Because our ancient ancestors made a deal with their gods, which were actually aliens.
Yeah.
And we got a Stargate, and it was worshipped. But from what I remember from the actual movie, I only saw once. I'm remembering this all from memory.
Yeah.
The pyramid fell apart, and there was actually a UFO in it, which is where the Stargate was.
Right. But this is all for next week's. Is Saw real? No, Saw is not real. That's just a movie. I don't want to play a game.
Everyone was psychotic enough to take revenge for beyond the grave.
You never know, man. There's a lot of messed up people. Like, have you ever seen any of the Ted Bundy files? Or anything like that? That's going to be for another show.
Speaking of Ted Bundy, real quick, did you watch the Netflix version of that?
Yes.
It was kind of creepy as hell. I mean, it was, but it was creepy at the same time.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty wild.
What was really going through that guy's head at the time?
Yeah. You look like I want to wear you. What are you wearing tonight? I just think I want to wear a Brandon tonight.
That sounds like something Leatherface would say.
I bet you taste delicious.
That's cannibalism.
Well,
I mean, groceries are you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Tastes like chicken.
Ramen noodles in it, you wouldn't know the dang difference.
All right, no shit. Like we're deployed, and we went on an R&R trip to Doha, and on this we took a fishing trip there while we were there, and I asked what we were eating because like it was really good, and it was like a beef on a stick and stuff like that. Find out it was horse. I was like, oh, I felt so sick after that, man. I felt so bad. I was like, oh no, I don't want to eat horse. That's pretty gross. And we just lost all of our viewers.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Is anybody still there?
Well, it's Friday night. People probably buggered off for Friday Night SmackDown.
Is wrestling still on?
It's probably like empty arenas.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know UFC 249 is going on May 9th. Can't wait for that. But I'm a big UFC fan, so But
Okay, quick question, James. Someone offered you a same amount of money just to take an ass kicking from a UFC fighter. Would you do it?
they could try to kick my ass. You only dance with the devil once.
That is true. I mean, I know.
But the money's doubled if you actually manage to win.
Oh, yeah, too easy.
I mean, it's just like wrestling. It's staged who they want to win.
Oh, here comes Lisa and Dustin.
Not
Stop kicking the
always.
house.
Not when the guy gets knocked the hell out.
Yeah.
They're weak shits.
I wonder.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, Dustin? What's going on, Lisa? Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear her?
Yeah, we can hear you guys. How you guys doing tonight?
Well, good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Man, we only got one person from the north here.
Yeah.
Somebody's not like the others. Wait. Wait.
I've been called Yankee. I don't care. Call me a Yankee. I'm from New York. We are Yankees.
Oh, wait. Jay, where were you born?
Vermont. But that's not a Yankee.
It's
All right,
above
so-
Mason-Dixon, right?
what's that?
It's above the Mason-Dixon, right?
No.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh. We can't be friends.
Well,
So,
they're
Dustin and Lisa, what are you guys thinking about aliens and alien technology and UFOs and stuff like that? What is your insight on this?
Oh, look at me.
We have
What's that?
say, we do we have time for that? I'm with you, man. I think they've always been here. I think they go all the way back to the, as you say, the pyramids, the Egyptian days,
Yeah.
right? And they're science. All through the Bible, if you read the Bible, and you know how they describe everything. It's aliens. Well, we think angels are really aliens. It's,
Yeah, that's a good theory. I've heard a lot about that, like, where people thought like angels and demons were some sort of like alien, like where they said like in the Bible, like you see the things, people floating from the sky or coming down like on a UFO type of thing, and considering them aliens in biblical testaments. But what if they are actually aliens?
yeah. Come on, you teach everything they know. Like you're talking about technology.
You guys' audio keeps on going in and out. Can you hear
Yeah.
that, Brandon?
Yeah, somewhat off and on.
Weird because we can barely hear him, but we can hear her just fine.
Yeah.
It's because the computer loves me and it doesn't like him.
Yeah, for some reason, like
Maybe he screwed over the mic. He'd be more closer to the microphone.
Did you reach really freaked us with?
Yeah, Star, we're trying to fix that right now.
Slide over to me so I can hear you better.
Okay.
Quit playing with stuff. Just leave it alone.
try it.
You can't. That's the last one.
Because Lisa's the closest to the microphone. That's why we can hear her.
I'm trying.
Quit my lap. Come on.
You're down there.
All right, Brandon. Okay, now go ahead and say this, Scott, again. Now, what were you saying, Dustin?
I don't have a fucking clue. I said a lot of shit.
I'm gonna send you a photo.
Where would you like me to start?
Start all from the beginning. Ever since I was a little boy, my mom used to
Ever
tell me
since
these
I was a
crazy
little
things.
boy, I used to play with aliens in the backyard.
Hey, you guys have a
Mama
chance,
thought
make
it
sure
was
you
my-
pick out Dustin's on TikTok.
My
Hey, what's your
mama
TikTok,
thought it was
Dustin?
me out there playing with my packer, and
Oh, shit.
Well, we're banned now.
Yep.
can you hear me now, President?
There we go.
Yeah. Actually, let's go back over the other way.
But we're banned.
That's better. Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Nah, the whole alien deal.
Mm,
Star, you say you're TikTok famous? That's awesome.
Who?
Star. Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome. Love it. TikTok's awesome.
It's all right. I feel like an old man on there. So-
Oh, his old shit.
So you're old too, so I don't
That's
want to
the
hear
side
it.
point. Don't tell him that. Harry thinks he's grandpa over there.
we're all as old as we feel. If that's the case, I'm like 80 then.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm already in my box. So
I'm like fine wine. I age with time.
okay, the Miley Cyrus mixed with Taylor Swift version. Okay.
So okay, now what do you think about the whole if aliens were angels?
Was it right? If an alien were
Yeah,
then we're our whole reason for living is screwed up. I think everything's messed up if they ain't or aliens or angels.
True.
We
I
got
mean they did predict some of the futures and stuff like that. You know, like or if you look into Greek mythology, with like Zeus and like Hercules and those type, where they're predicting different things and like telling about how different paths will lead to certain points.
Yeah.
How do you know that
That brings up the time travel theory. Think
Right.
about it. If you went back and smacked your grandfather up to the head before your dad was born, that would cause a ripple effect at this point in time.
Right.
Or if you went back and told your younger self to join that army, would you have actually joined the army if your older self told you?
Yeah, I'd still join.
But remember
Okay.
in Time Cop, where the villain
Yeah.
bumped into his younger self and vaporized,
Right.
you can't come in contact with yourself in the past. Only one you can exist in the same point in time.
Right. I mean, they said that everybody does have a doppelganger out there. Like there's somebody in this world
Yeah.
that looks exactly like them.
Which brings up the German mythology. A doppelganger is a spirit double.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's literally what the term translates to from German to English.
Right.
Spirit double. A doppelganger, a lookalike.
Right.
I've actually had an encounter with one, but that I'll save for another time if I'm ever on one of your paranormal podcasts.
Yeah.
Because
Right
it goes
on.
into the whole interdimensional dream realm.
Okay. So now you look at what like where it talks about Christianity, Norse, Buddhism, Muslims, or anything like that. What's one thing they all have in common?
A singular divine being.
Yeah. They're all talking about divine being, and they all mention some sort of UFO or alien type of creature, in every single religion. Do you think that's a coincidence, or do you think that's, do you think there's more to that?
No, I think they all agree on one certain thing. All them stories are similar. Every story, like the story of Jesus, the story of Hercules, the story of different, what I'm saying, the different religions, they all go back to one origin.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Now,
Go ahead.
now here's an idea. Suppose the theory about the Big Bang is real, but the aliens are the ones that create us. Think
Yeah,
about
you never know.
it. If the aliens are so far advanced in us, they could have gone back in time, create the Big Bang intentionally to create us to fulfill a certain purpose, knowing exactly what would happen at exactly what time.
Hey, you never know. I mean,
You read
stranger things are more believable, you know.
Or two warring alien races met at one singular point in time, fired their insanely powerful weapons, they collided, and that energy collision created the Big Bang.
Yeah, you never
And
know.
or they could have harnessed the cores of stars, and caused the suns to collide.
Right.
If you have a sun with a dense enough mass and big enough, say take the Milky Way, compress it 100 times. That compressed energy colliding with itself would probably cause a small Big Bang.
Mm-hmm.
Because the higher compressed the energy, the more destructive it is.
Right.
Like
Definitely.
with a warhead, the more condensed it is, the bigger the explosion.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. Like,
It's
what do you
science.
think? But here's like, what was that?
Oh, phone call.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll take him out for a second. Hey, Chris, just let me know when you're ready to come back in. All right, so, well, that's just got awkward.
What are you out here?
Okay, he's back. He's ready to come back. Hey, look at that. You guys moved.
crisscross.
Musical chairs.
Musical boxes.
Okay, so what do you think that, about, like, when they're talking in the Norse religion that, the Thor is a lightning god? What if he was actually an alien? And what about Noah? They're saying that when he was born with like different skin than everybody else. He was like, his pigment was different, his eyes were different, like his born with white hair and white eyes and everything else. They're saying that he was some sort of not from this world type of person. I don't know if you guys have done any research on that, but I've like watched some videos and stuff like that explaining that. That's where we're getting to the whole theory of Noah's Ark actually being a pyramid. And they're talking about that,
That just sounds like he was albino.
It could have been. You never know. I mean,
Yeah, really. I mean, you just never really know.
because it really didn't. Was there albinos back then, though? I mean, is that something more recent?
I just think they made up these elaborate stories because they never came in contact with anything like this. So that's why it was so easy for them to be manipulating and thinking people were gods or higher, you know what I'm saying? Like Thor or whatever have you, you know what I'm saying?
Can I just say something on the Thor idea? Suppose the aliens did create some kind of hammer that could control the elements, and they gave it to a human. That human would be Thor. If he was worthy or his DNA matched. Think about it. That's a theory as to why only Thor could wield a hammer. Because his DNA matched what was genetically imprinted in the hammer's handle.
Right.
Someone worthy. Someone that was willing to give their life for their people.
Right on. You never know, man. Like, there's just different type of here, I'm gonna put this on there. Ready? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, Carrie made a good point on this. Yeah, I've read that theory too, Carrie. And speak of what Chris is saying, you never know. We don't know, like, all these stories that you see on either holographs or they've been scribbled down. How do they know that they're not exaggerating? It is human nature just to exaggerate a little bit, just to add a little bit of spice and flavor to the story.
Well, every myth and legend has some truth and reality.
Right. Well, and just like every story has some sort of reality onto it, like whether it be Bigfoot, Mothman, all these different ones,
It just depends
Yetis.
on who lives to tell it.
Yeah, I mean, it's human nature to exaggerate on like when you're recounting something,
And over thousands of years, stories change. Things
Yeah, because it's passed down
Right.
from generation, everything changes. Someone's grandfather might tell them, and they might tell their kids something different because they forget the story. So they
Right.
try to get exact, but it's not exact.
Right. Star was asking how tall we are. I'm 6'4", Brandon 6'4". I don't know how tall you are.
I'm
How tall are you?
I'm shorter than you guys.
6'3", but when I wear boots and stuff like that, I'm right at 6'4".
I'm 5'7".
We're all giant.
No,
Except for
no,
that one.
I'm 5'5".
I'm
Yeah,
5'6".
you're not giant. Yeah, we look bigger on TV.
Oh,
I don't look big. I am. What you talking about there, Willis?
Oh, Dustin called me fat earlier.
Oh, what you talking about?
I think
Maybe not long, short.
I'm on the shadow.
Shadow, man. I saw a shadow.
She had 250-pound shadow. Exactly. Got me feeling all sensitive and insecure.
You know you throw that weight around, boy.
I'm fluffy.
where's your blanket to cry?
Brandon's always got your back.
Right here, right here.
Everybody's.
Wait,
Other
wrong way.
way. There we go.
We're
I
still
got, there you go.
the fifth one. We still can't get this year. Well,
You can be like, I started from the bottom, now I'm here. I started from the bottom, now I'm here.
I've had it up to here with you.
How's life down there?
guys, this is why I said we should plan a comedy night.
Well, every time we do, it's always a comedy.
And
Got mine.
Something to fun about.
What you drinking, Brandon?
It's a Java Monster Oat Milk.
Oat milk.
Don't ask.
Something she got. I don't know.
Well, is it good? That's all that matters.
Not bad. For me, I hardly drink coffee, but this ain't that bad.
He doesn't drink coffee that much.
Isn't that what Java is? Coffee?
Yes.
It's coffee plus
I have to have a hankering for the coffee. I'd rather have hot tea or anything like that.
Such a girl.
Okay?
I like my coffee like I like my woman. Tall, dark, and strong.
And
Just like
for
a man.
Well,
I'm out of beer.
Uh-oh.
oh shit! You don't have a fan, do you?
What's that?
You don't have a fan, do you? Shit's about to hit the fan because you ran out of beer.
That's okay.
Should have been more prepared for this.
I'm
Yeah.
only drinking 18 pack today, okay? So leave me alone.
drinking tea.
You need to train your dogs to bring you beer when you run out.
Dude, I totally wish they would just deliver beer to my house. Let's go through that. I don't have to worry about nothing.
True.
Where's the dog? We went for a beer run.
I could do this, but no. Knowing my luck, no. I don't. Drink and drive, that's not good. Although I do have a 16-year-old son.
True.
That would get you arrested if you tried to get your son to buy you beer.
No.
Son's gonna drive him to the store so he can go in and get the beer.
No, just driving to the store.
No, don't be talking like that.
No, I would love to see Dylan all messed up on beer. It
No,
would
we
be
do not talk about stuff that we do not talk about on YouTube.
That's why you got me. I cut it out. See,
Star's drinking soda pop, and Carrie can walk to the liquor store. That's cool. I want to walk to the liquor store.
Probably a good thing you can't walk to the liquor store.
Oh
in
man.
my car.
I'll see you tomorrow about this time.
I wouldn't make it either, so don't feel.
Yeah, of course there's lots and lots of alcohol consumed in Canada. It's cold there. It snowed. That's Corona.
I was gonna say, don't be bringing that crap around here.
Hey, you never know if it comes to the internet.
I know it's gonna like come through the screen and attack us.
6 feet.
All right, anyways.
Where's you? You ain't Matt.
It's not bedtime. It's only 11 o'clock. What you guys got planned for tonight after the show?
Ain't we telling you all our secrets?
Oh. That means that Dustin's going to be on TikTok later.
Over my kitty.
Well, this is why Lisa keeps jumping.
Yeah.
You get her leg.
So I found this one, and the one that's over there on that couch, that's actually our good cat that sleeps and doesn't like raise hell. This one's on crack. But I found him Tuesday at work, and I couldn't just leave him. So
That's correct.
I brought one home, 2 weeks ago from work.
No, no kidding.
That's all it does.
I have a cat. Her name is Zori.
What?
I have a cat. Her name is Zori. She's 15 pounds of fury.
And a very furry one, if you see.
they don't want
What's that?
Cat ass Birdie Berry.
Yeah.
He's a very fat cat. I could have said the other part.
Anyways.
Before we get banned, this is like banned like at 100 or something.
We haven't been banned yet. Of course, it's only been 5 episodes, but we will not be banned. We got taken down for a trademark for singing a song.
Gotta watch that.
Yeah. We had a song play. They didn't like it too much. Trademark infringement or something like that.
Yeah, copyright infringement.
Yeah, that's it. So,
Man,
anyways. We got to have more talking. Cut the air. I have been talking. I do all the talking.
We're the guests, okay?
We're not supposed to all talk.
Okay, so we're going to interview Dustin and Lisa.
Okay.
Oh, shit. All right.
I gotta make this a little stronger. Give me a second.
I gotta go smoke. I see him.
He probably is actually leaving.
I'm going to smoke for real.
You.
I ain't drunk enough for this shit.
Y'all want some moonshine?
Sure, bring it on down here.
Yes.
Okay. I got a flame from Old Smoky in the fridge. And the pickles. But I gave to the dog and she was knocked out. Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, Lord.
I gave her a pickle about that big and the end cap of one, and she just went passed right out.
Oh, my God.
No proof whatsoever. Interior.
No, what you call it? So, oh, thanks, Chris. No, what you call it? What do you think of like if the UFO, like all this stuff is like for real, legit? What would happen if we like took one of their ships into space and stuff like that? Could we survive? You think?
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, no, what I'm saying is like, would there's no oxygen or anything like that, or do you think we have to wear like some sort of spacesuit for it?
It depends if the aliens are able to survive in the vacuum of space, if the ships are actually sealed environments. If we don't know if their ships are controlled telepathically.
Right.
If we actually say we were in Roswell, just for example, and we took off from there, and all five of us, including Dustin, were thinking Mars. It would shoot right to Mars.
All right.
Granted, we would have to break every speed limit.
Right.
And that would probably piss off a lot of countries if we flew into their airspace.
Right.
But if it was allies and we actually warned them ahead of time, then they would just say it was a meteorite.
Right. I mean, you wear like some sort of like I think I don't know if it was the Bob Lazar interview or another interview I was listening to where they said they actually wear like something that goes on and it like works off your mind, and that's how they move the ship. I was like some sort of like I don't know, like what you do with like when you're doing like an EKG reading, you know, those type of implant type of things, you know.
Or it's you know how in Pacific Rim how they were able to control the suits by linking into their bodies?
Right.
If it was actually linked to their minds, where there's an implant in their brain that it recognizes certain individuals, one has a chip that reads off that he's the captain or she's the captain, and the second lieutenant and the co-pilot.
Right.
Each alien would have to have a corresponding brain chip, so to speak, for their rank. The other ones would just be the redcoats or red shirts, the ones that are expendable.
Right.
Because the red shirts always get shot in Star Trek.
No.
They always get shot.
No.
Kind
of like the poor bastards that get shot when they're rebels in Star Wars.
Right. I mean, you never know, man. Freaking stranger things have happened, you know?
And that's where the Strangest Things theme would start playing.
Right.
Or the X-Files theme.
I used to love watching the X-Files. I grew up in the 90s. That show was the shit. We used to all get everyone together.
I was born in the 90s.
Holy fuck, you make me feel old.
You're probably, what, like 10 years older than me?
I don't know, I'm 40.
I turned 39 this year. I'll be 40 next year.
Old fuck.
Exactly.
I thought you were going to say old fart.
No.
Which is probably better than cursing, right? On YouTube?
No, we don't put this for children. We make sure we have.
My last couple streams, I actually had to set my channel to only 18 plus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My last 5 streams were all hit for some kind of violation of the code of conduct. So I had to literally set my streams to 18 plus permanently.
Right.
Just to avoid issues.
Oh, no kidding. Brendan just texted. He says he's back. Hey, guess who's back? Back again.
We all shifted.
Brendan's back.
We all switched again.
Yep.
Brandon's on
I'm
bottom.
touching your head. I'm touching
Well,
your
on my
head.
end, I'm under them. Brandon's to my
Well, we just need
left.
to,
Hey, just think about it this way. I started down there, and now I'm up here. Boom.
Hey, now we get a poke Jay. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we
Come
go.
on.
On my end, my camera's flipped. I can't do anything. My camera's flipped. It's reversed. This is my left hand, actually.
Yeah.
My camera's flipped. I can't fix it. But it's because of how my camera's turned. This is actually meant to be this way. That's my window. So
that's
the
the
way
whole-
my camera's turned, it's actually mirrored.
Hey, Jay, I
I
got you
can't-
down to present.
Oh my Lanta. Did you use all that in the bathroom? Bless your heart. Did you go pooter?
No, we had to go pee.
Wow.
He had to take a shit break, literally. Shit break.
If he had taken a shit break, he wouldn't have came back. Man
No,
down.
I'd have just streamed it on my phone and be like,
Yeah, I would have
Oh my
totally. I'm on the toilet.
Best
Just
time to
me
make TikTok.
You start making TikToks on the toilet, we're gonna have a talk.
oh,
Challenge accepted.
You never know.
shit.
They don't know if I got pants on.
Okay.
Chris would be like, anybody want to
We
play?
don't know if you have pants on. We don't know if either of you are wearing pants.
Technically, I don't have pants on right now because I have shorts on.
I have short.
I've got
You
you.
could totally take a piss on TikTok and do it. I would totally do that with you. And we literally could play sports, like, cross streams and everything.
Don't cross the streams.
It takes a whole new meaning live stream.
Hold on, look what Star said in the comments. First, she wants to know how old we are, and then she's gonna give us a shout out on TikTok. So that's awesome, Star.
Thanks, Star.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Love
Well,
it.
I can say without a shadow of a doubt that I'm the youngest here.
How old are you again?
I'm 26.
Yep, you're the youngest.
Yeah, you're definitely the youngest.
Lisa, you're not the baby no more.
I know. Star, I'm 30.
33.
35.
Don't worry about it. A girl
Well,
never reveals their
technically,
age.
technically, the kid's the baby.
What's that?
Technically, the kid that you guys have is the baby
Mm-hmm.
of all of us because the cat was on camera.
True.
Oh, yeah. True,
That is
true,
very
true.
true.
Oh, I forgot.
Very observant.
Where is that kid?
Hey, he's over there. Leave her alone. She's being good right now.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. Drop your TikTok handle and we'll put it on the stream. So, you guys watching any good shows during quarantine time?
Man, I work too much to watch shows.
I don't watch.
Ozark.
I have caught a couple episodes of that damn Tiger King crap.
Yeah, he made me watch like the first episode the other night. I was like, seriously?
Carol Basket. I laughed him. It didn't.
This Carol Baskin thing has gotten so bad on TikTok. I was walking out of the house the other day and I was like, Carol Baskin. I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been doing that. Carol Basket.
Oh, you want a cracker?
Before that, it was,
Can't convince me. It didn't.
Pew, pew, pew.
then it was gotta come here.
Like the random TikTok crap that gets stuck in your head and you do it throughout the day. It's just like, oh.
Oh, I'm so sick of those ones. Like, what up, dog? I'm Alpha. My bitch got a body like.
I don't like that one because it kind of hits hard. So I do kind of like that one.
Oh, it drives me crazy. I'm just like, no, I can't have that with Brandon. You know, me and Brandon do at each other. He's like, I can say he's my, my bitch. Like, I can just walk in there like, my bitch got a body like Alpha. Boom. Then I'll just get naked with my scream, my purge mouth.
Brandon, feel free to reach up and smack him anytime.
Boy,
Yeah, Star, go ahead and type your TikTok. We'll put it on the stream. Anybody else have any other shout outs they want to do? Anything like that? Freaking, I don't care. Want to call out your channels, talk about what you guys got going on here. I know Dustin and Lisa, you guys started a new channel, didn't you guys? Or you divided up your channel?
Right. We just started paranormal too. We're going to start. Use one channel to do paranormal, and another channel just do the random stuff.
Right.
So we just put paranormal in there. We was going to take out a few other things like redneck.
What other things you guys are going to be getting into?
We are going to do our first live tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? Right on. What channel? Are you going to be doing it on the South Cag Coast, the Paranormal channel?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I definitely have to check that out. Come in and show you guys some love.
Thank you.
Come in and go be like, hi. Hi.
Yeah, I think after all this daggone Corona crap goes away, we're gonna start focusing on volume. Just start doing as many videos as we can.
Right on. And I can't wait for this to go away too, man. I just want to go out. That's Star's handle. Make sure y'all give a follow on TikTok. Yeah, show her some love. There we go.
All right, I got her.
All right. No, dude, I just want to I can't wait to go. I want to do some investigations, man. I'm itching. Well, I have a cemetery by my house, which I'm thinking about checking out. And I talked to Roger, and we're thinking about doing something. I talked to Salem. They still wants to go over do their land and stuff. And then, of course, go towards the warmer months now. We can go up to the tunnel in Lexington and finish what we started there.
Freeze our little hoot nannies off.
Yeah, we won't be out there in the middle of the night freezing our asses off here and children play. Demonic noises.
I'm almost getting rid of a bad daggone Dodge diesel. That almost threw a ball.
I know. Easy surprised how fast this big guy can run. Tell you what, you have a truck coming behind you and you're in a tunnel. You run. You're like, oh shit, here we go.
Brendan, it is a truck.
What's that?
You said there's a truck running.
No. You see this big dude run because there's a truck coming through this tunnel. It's a single lane tunnel.
Get out of that tunnel.
And we had a scoop. We're gonna get ran over.
Started chucking it at it.
Either that or through the side of it.
Oh, really?
No, use your size to run through the tunnel. Bugs Bunny or Looney Tunes.
I see the lips moving, but I can't hear the words coming out of the mouth.
Instead, to make a cartoon doorway like Bugs Bunny or something, you Looney Tune your own little path through the side of the tunnel.
I wish. No, yeah, dude, there. Then there's some other places that we want to check out here in the next couple months once this whole thing gets lifted. I still got to go up to Sweet Springs. Wanted us to go up there again. And there's a place I want to do down in Mount Pleasant, West Virginia, over at the Mothman, and we're gonna be doing some ancient not alien, but Indian ritual sites that we're gonna be doing some investigations on, which is gonna be pretty cool. And then I still want to go down to South Carolina, check out Hell's Gate Cemetery. which would be pretty neat.
True.
Then I don't know. Are we still planning on doing that thing in Cleveland this summer?
I don't know. I haven't really talked to him, but I mean, if that stupid ban hasn't going to be lifted, it looks like it don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when all this stuff is like life is going to get back to normal though, for real. I mean, that's what it all depends on, like when stuff is going to be where we can actually travel now, you know?
True.
And I know here in Virginia, we're allowed to go to work, grocery store, exercise, and home.
Well, I can't even do that. That's the reason why.
They start opening stuff up here.
Where?
They opened the mall up here.
Not the good stuff. You
Today.
see this crap?
Yeah, we still can't get haircuts.
I cut my son's hair the other day.
Oh, God. How'd that go?
She cuts mine all the time.
He wasn't impressed. He didn't look like a Q-tip no more. I took the clippers out.
No, I'm not. No. It would be, but you're not as pretty with buzzed head. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna.
Don't call me out.
Justin, I think you're pretty no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if you do look like a pig over the ears.
Oh, shit. I love you too, man.
He probably thinks the same about me too, so don't worry.
No.
Yeah.
Brandon's just got the best pair of tits I've ever seen on anybody. Pick one.
Well, that got just more awkward, and we just got more band.
No, remember last episode we were showing your tits.
I was changing shirts. You got the side boob on that one.
There was some whole bunch of sexiness right there. I even pressed my nipple up to the screen for him. But don't worry, I got edited out.
Oh Lord!
This is why we edit our videos.
No, that's his nickname.
I'm telling you that. Wow.
What's that? What was that?
Yeah.
It's a secret we can't tell you.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
Okay,
Exactly. We're in it to hurt you, duh.
Yeah. She's got a nickname for you.
Oh. I'm listening.
now it's really weird because now you're listening. I said, okay, Buttercup.
Go.
Oh, well, this just got hurtful.
Ah,
I don't want to play with you guys no more. Hey, 1 second. I have to use the restroom.
see what happens.
Don't go hide and cry. We're not really being mean. We're just picking.
I've been through the
I
roll.
got feelings too.
Oh, dang it.
All right, now.
So
All on you, Brandon.
No, we're the first ones up.
yeah. Oh shit.
I do think I follow you on TikTok Star. Not TikTok, Twitter. Sorry, wrong one. Too many T's.
I follow.
Yeah, we do too.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the best ones that's out there that supports us. Actually, everyone supports each other, so that's all that matters, really.
We try to.
I don't think I'm supposed to put myself upside the head with an Alexa cord.
Yeah, don't do that.
We can't.
Why you ask Alexa how much that would actually hurt?
I've asked her a few wrong questions she won't answer.
Yeah, if you ask, are aliens weird? Are aliens real? She'll actually say that's classified information. I think it's just programmed random responses.
No, that's possible.
It is.
And again, it could be a joke that someone thought of, hey, if someone asks, "Hey Alexa, are aliens real?" she'll say that data has been redacted due to classification. That could literally be a nerd's joke.
Hmm.
Or it could actually be true.
Well, they say Alexa's a whole lot more advanced than Siri is on iPhones.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Have you ever seen those videos where they have Siri and Alexa have a conversation?
I tried that the first night we brought it home. It didn't work. They hated each other. Siri's like, "Do not call me Alexa," and Alexa's like, "Don't just sits there."
Huh.
It is what it is. If they want to get mad at each other, let them get mad at each other.
I was expecting more of them cursing each other out.
Okay, that looks like poo on the wall.
No, it's bushes in my wall.
No, it looks like poo on the wall.
I eat poo off the wall.
What? What the hell is happening?
Guess who's back?
Go back to your wall. I'm
Back
gonna-
again. Hey, guess what? I left and I'm still on top, bitches.
Because you're hosting it. Duh.
That's okay. Brandon wants to eat poo off the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a photo here. Let's
Of
see.
you eating poo off the wall?
Hell yeah.
Don't it look like it's poo on the wall, even though it's a bush?
That's poo.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Even Star says it's poop.
It's not a bush. It's a wall. A bush that looks like a wall.
That's when he ran out of toilet paper. Oh my god.
If it looks like that, then you got issues.
Well,
Oh,
there are
man.
them times.
Damn, that's the 70s.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Y'all want to see some pictures of poo?
No.
I got pictures of poo.
Turkey picture.
No.
Y'all want to see my turkey?
No. We'll pass on the turkey.
Oh, Lord. Hey, Chris hasn't seen it, though, but everyone else has.
Chris, just say no to the turkey.
Yeah, just say no.
Drugs are bad.
Now,
You got-
why would I say yes? Why would I?
I don't know.
Good thing to do.
I'm not gullible.
Oh, he's gobbled on.
He said,
You
"Yo,
don't like my turkey?
I said gullible. Gullible.
No, Star, I'm not showing you my turkey.
I want to read out
Hey,
loud.
Michael.
Come say it.
oh my gosh."
Wow. And this is the reason. This is how you get banned on YouTube.
No, we're not going to get banned. That's why we're not showing the turkey.
And this is where we edit this out.
Yep.
Now we got 7 more minutes. Or longer. I don't know. Like, how many hours have we used this month?
I don't know. You logged in. I don't.
Oh, well, this just got awkward. Why do you always put me in charge of things?
Well,
You have a certain amount of time.
Yeah. If you do the basic package on StreamYard, you only get, 20 hours a month?
yeah.
Yeah, 20 hours a month.
And you've done 5 episodes, so that's 10 hours at the end of this one.
Well, no, we started in the end of March.
Yeah.
So we only done technically like 3 or something like that. I don't know. My brain's not.
Y'all did one last Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your 3rd one this month?
But last episode, we did like 4 hours.
The large version of that cat over there.
Yeah, I know.
Told you there was a fat kitty.
She's my favorite pussy.
Oh my.
She's nice and
Oh man.
What are we talking about being banned?
Boom.
Say it, but then hold the cat up. You can't ban you.
She's pretty. She's soft.
She looks like she's eating your feet.
I don't know if we can we have 5 people on here?
We should be able
Yeah,
to.
I think you can have up to 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, hey,
5 plus the host.
Michael, I'll invite you on right now.
Put my mask on.
Here we are talking about cats being pretty and fluffy, and he's want to put a mask on.
Michael, yeah.
There you go, Michael. I just sent you a invite.
I have a mask right here.
Look, I got the other kitty now. Haha.
We'll get the dog.
Yeah, mine's softer. She's nice and
Doubt it.
groomed.
I doubt it. This is like baby fur right here.
Hers
That's
Baby
a great
fluff.
pussy right there.
Yeah, little pussy.
We got 30 animals on there.
I feel like Dr. Evil. Wait, here we go. Oh, my precious.
Wait, wasn't Dr. Evil's cat white?
Yes.
Yes, and it was hairless.
I win. I win. White kitty.
Wow.
And the cat's trying to climb down your shirt.
That cat has no fur, that was one of those little shade kitties.
What are you doing?
Trying to breastfeed.
Oops.
Hey, are you awake up there?
Hi.
What?
I see you.
Off my shirt.
Go get the cat. Dog.
You don't even know what.
Are you still playing Sims?
What animal you
She's playing Sims.
Huh?
She don't want to socialize with us. She's playing
I'm
Sims.
talking to you all.
Yeah, she's talking.
I am talking. I'll go get the dog for you.
Okay. Yeah, our dog that hates us. She does never sleep. She never stays with us.
Where she's at?
Probably in the bed.
I won't get up. Put it back.
What do I keep on hearing buzzing noise? Does somebody have a phone going buzzing?
No, that was the cat.
You and puppy dog.
That's
That
the
was
cat.
Aiden.
Come here, my little fluff ball.
Your dog looks like it's scared of everything.
She does. She's a little chicken shit.
Ow.
Well, they say animals can see the spirit world more than us. So maybe there's a reason why your dog's scared of everything.
Now, she was a pound dog, and her first owners abused her real bad.
All right.
Then fix that by spoiling her.
Yep. She's got her own bed and everything.
Yeah, your stomach right now.
Yeah, I did send Michael. I did send you the link to the Outliers Riders. I think I'll type that email again. Let's see which ones I got.
You're okay.
Yeah, Outlaws Rider 3234 at yahoo.com. I'll send it again. Okay, I just sent it again, Michael.
Jay, since you're back, I wanted to say something before you took off for a bathroom break.
What's that?
When this whole thing is over and we're able
Yeah.
to travel again, I say, if I can, and you guys can meet me up in Gettysburg, we could probably do like a day investigation.
I got
That'd
family
be cool.
in Pittsburgh, so I ain't too far from there.
I'm like an hour and a half, 2 hours from Gettysburg.
All right.
My dog.
And there's a diner called the Lincoln Inn.
Oh, no kidding.
And it's right in the middle of the base of the town.
So I'm just like talking to Michael, trying to get his thing going. Dead air. Dead air. Okay, so I'm only good for like another half hour until midnight tonight, because I'll got to get up at 5 in the morning to go work. But we don't talk about that.
I have Saturday off.
What's that?
I had tomorrow off.
You gotta go?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
had tomorrow off.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me write that down. The rec. No, I'm doing a side job to work with a friend. Okay. Correct. All right, Michael, I'm sending it right now.
Why won't my hair stay the way I'm trying to comb it?
It's freaking hot in here.
I'm pretty sure there's a song about that too.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure there's a song about that too.
Yeah, it's a black song.
I'm like sweating my ass off.
It's about
Okay, that's part
There.
There you go.
Make it no, dude. I want you to make it hail, dude. I want you to get like a freaking roll of pennies and just throw them at me.
Ah,
oh,
ah,
I'll show you some pretty cool party tricks.
it's a beanie and ass crack.
oh my
Hey,
god.
I'm putting Michael on. There we go.
Cool.
Oh, Mark.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh,
What you been up to? How's your neck doing now?
they didn't do squat, man. I walked in, sat there, and the lady said, "Well, we'll give you a steroid shot, or not a steroid shot, but a muscle relaxant shot." And I was like, "Are you crazy? Come on now, I go home, take one of them. Come on."
Yeah,
Hey, I needed something to get through the day, But
right.
I'll just bear with it because Monday I get my script, so I'll be okay Monday.
Right on, right on.
But
True.
just bite my tongue for a little while.
Another week.
Hold on. Sponsored by.
Bad dog.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I hate all you people that are drinking right now because I'm totally out.
Hey, I switched to coffee, so don't be hating me no more.
But you
I'm
go
not going
to
to hate on you. Look at Jay turn to water.
I feel
Away.
like
Well, at least Chris has got it right. He's got a bottle over there. Hey,
it was cider.
well, it looked like a beer bottle, so hey, we'll just call it a beer bottle.
It's the same size as a beer bottle.
No, but what I'm gonna do, Jay, is when I get a few dollars, I'm gonna go down, get FedEx to bring y'all those masks I showed y'all.
Mhm.
Hey, Lisa and Dustin,
Yes.
y'all want a mask too? Jay can tell you I got all kinds of masks. I
That's
got
pretty cool.
clowns. I got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Eat it.
That's when it's just sticking out the tongue.
I like that one. That was pretty cool.
You want this one, Brandon?
Not up that one, but
Hold on, I'll show you. Hold on, let me go get them. I'll show you a few of them.
all right.
For a second there, I thought that was a butt crack. I'm like, no.
Oh. Okay, let's see. Here's the one that Jay liked. Go over. Come on now. Hold up. There you go.
Yeah.
That was badass.
Oh, Chris just left
Yeah.
for a second.
Here's the one that Brandon wants. I think, unless Jay wanted it, it's a full skull.
Yeah.
Right on, right on.
And then this is one Jay wanted.
Yeah, I like the clown.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with clowns right now.
And
What's
then
that?
here's one
You
I
don't
wore.
fuck with clowns right now.
Here's one I wore the other night.
Exactly.
It's kind of like the other one, but it's a little bit different. Well, I got to learn how the camera works. Damn it! I don't care if YouTube's listening. Damn it!
Right on. Butt crack, butt crack, butt crack.
No, but physical therapy, man. Ugh. Oh my
It
gosh.
sounds like it. It's been working. Well, it's been about 6 weeks since you had surgery.
Well, yeah, 6 weeks this week. Yeah,
Yeah. Damn it, man.
but it'll get better. It's just gonna take time, like my surgeon said. You know, he
Yeah.
said it wasn't an overnight thing. So,
All right. Man.
but once I get back on my feet, we're gonna have to do Stanley Hotel. We got to do that.
Oh, definitely. You
We
guys
got
down for that?
Hey, Lisa, are y'all going with us? We got to do Stanley Hotel.
Yeah.
I'd love
That's
to
one
go.
we can all do.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
man, that's just a bad place. I mean, I've seen CJ Faison do it. I've seen Omar Gosh do it. I've seen Urban Ghost, Urban Exploration, I think, did it. The
Right.
G Team, I think, did it. I watch all them guys. I mean,
Right. I mean, there's a lot of places. I want to get
Chris Watt
guys down
places
to,
what the hell?
what was that?
Look, Chris swapped places with me. He was down here and now he's over there.
I'm always on top. I don't know what to say.
Well, I actually have to get going. I plan to watch TV downstairs with my family.
All right. Well, have yourself a good night, Chris.
Well, I have to get Chris a mask too.
Be careful.
All right.
See you later,
Yeah, I'm
Daddy.
gonna have to get
Chris,
a
do you want to
mask
put your handle out? Before you go out? Hey, Chris, do you want to put your handle in the comments?
Yeah.
What are we
let me
talking
just-
about?
Yeah,
Twitter.
go ahead and put your handle on the comments, and then I'll post it so people can give you a follow.
You look like you're having fun over there, Brandon.
So Alexa power cord.
What did you do
Look
to
like you're trying to
Alexa?
play jump rope or
Yeah,
something.
I got her to shut up instantly. I unplugged it. I pulled the plug on her at the end.
All right, make sure you guys all give Chris a follow. Here's his link and everything like that. Pretty cool cat. Freaking. There we go.
I had fun with him today.
Yeah, we were on earlier with him. So, no, for like paranormal, dude, I really need to get back down and do some. Like, I got some good places I want to do. We gotta go take a road trip up to Skinwalker Ranch. That's where we need to go. I am totally down for that. And like, there's a couple other places I want to check out. I mean, I really want to go down to Eastern State Penitentiary in Pennsylvania. That's that's a dream investigation right there.
You
What's
can
that?
look it up, but there's a Columbus, Mississippi, and
Yep.
it's called Three-Legged Road. Look it up. It's an actual place. And there's been cars that's been hit out of the blue, not by other cars, but by a spirit.
Oh,
And
really?
see, as a kid, I actually saw the lady. Like when I was a little tot, I
Yeah.
was over at her sister's grave, and I felt like somebody was behind me. And I turned
Yeah.
around, and she was standing there. She looked like almost like a witch.
Oh,
And
no
she walked me
kidding.
back up to the tracks where my mom was. It was pretty cool.
That
But
sounds
it's an
wild.
actual place, and then
Now, Michael, do you
do
think?
what?
Now, Michael, do you think that aliens have spirits? Like where you could actually see a ghost of an alien that
I
died here.
think what now?
All right, say
I
like
think aliens are.
no. Do you think? Okay, hypothetically speaking, you know,
I
like that
mean,
crash in Roswell, New
it could be
Mexico.
debated. It could
Do you think there's
it
alien
could be
spirits there?
debated. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not real, but most of the spirits are actual human spirits. I mean,
Right,
people like me and you,
right.
But yeah, there could be some aliens in there somewhere, you know.
I
I
mean,
mean, like I told you before, my dad was in the military and he told me things about Area 51 because one
right.
of his friends was out there
Yeah,
and he said there was some weird out there. So
right.
who knows?
Yeah, that'd be definitely
So,
something.
and actually, if you go out there, you're not supposed to speak about it
Oh, really?
because yeah, because they've actually went after people for talking about Area 51, like inside of Area 51. If
Yeah.
you talk about it, they'll come after you
Well, that's the
because you're
whole like
trying
the
to
whole Bob
expose what's
Lazar
there.
thing, which they're going after. They've been trying to go after Bob Lazar for years.
Yeah,
And like, you know, that's why he's so watched. And like anytime
right.
he does like a radio interview or a podcast or anything like that, there's certain things that the guest can't ask him. You know, it's like can't talk about certain things. He can talk about the other things. And you know, shortly after he started doing the podcasts and shows and radios and stuff like that, that's when the government released the Area 51 documents because it was all out there anyways. I mean, which pretty much legitimized everything that he was talking about, you know, doing like reverse engineering to find out how exactly this thing flies and like what controls it and everything like that, you know. I mean, it's just pretty wild stuff out there, man. Next week's episode, we're going to be talking about pyramids, which is going to be pretty cool. Right, Brandon?
Playing a video game down there.
What's that?
I just noticed she's playing a video game down there.
Yeah, she's playing a video game. She don't like us.
Oh, boy.
That's messed up.
She's like, I don't want to talk to you people. I don't like you.
I don't blame her. I wasn't talking to you either.
Okay,
Did
Gavin.
you hear about or have you watched?
What's that?
I think he froze.
Yeah, he froze up.
Yeah.
Poke.
Swirling.
He twirls.
Buffering. Oh, there he is.
There he
There
is.
he is.
Now, you were saying?
But no, have you seen the video of the guy that actually got into Area 51?
Which guy?
It's on YouTube.
The little wheelchair dude?
There's a guy back in the early 70s, I think it was. He actually made it into Area 1.
Okay, you just like cut out like off and on. Can you re-say that again or reload? He's frozen
That
again.
was pretty cool because you got to think. Oh,
Did you guys call us a
you
butthole?
can't.
No, he called you one because you're playing that video game.
Hey, Michael, can you come back and reload?
He's the
I'm
alien.
gonna take him off for a couple minutes. Let me know when. There we go. Hey
You always
guys.
want to cut me off.
You don't know how to lean when he does it.
I'll be able to tell when. Okay, Michael's back. All right, we put him back on. All right, Michael, you back?
He's still spinning.
I'm back.
Go.
I'm here.
He's doing the robot.
Yeah.
Well, we figured out aliens do exist.
It was all kind of them.
Yeah, you.
For yourself.
My mama said I was special.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He was right.
She even let me wear a helmet to school.
You're gonna take your crayons.
Hey, we cannot say helmets anymore. Remember, early.
Hey, when I get that stimulus, I'm gonna buy me a little computer that I can just watch on the computer
Right on, right on.
instead of
Get
the
like a little
iPhone.
tablet or something like that, you know?
I mean, the iPhone picks up good, but it's just the service around here sucks.
Yeah.
So
Or he lives in a flat state. He doesn't have service. We live in the mountains. We have perfect.
I live.
Okay.
That's what you call that.
What's that?
I don't want to be here. Take it away. Hey, I do like the old commercial says, Calgon, take me away.
Come sail away, come sail away, come
I don't
sail
wanna be-
away with me.
Hey,
I know that's hot.
Yeah, nice arm fat.
What's that?
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on? Michael does a hell of a robot. He can freeze right in place.
He just sits there.
screw it up.
Hey, see, when I freeze, man, I freeze for like minutes.
What are you reaching for?
Or he just
I don't know.
What is tongue out?
I don't know.
I'll take him. Oh, he turns.
I'm
Oh.
kind of watching it right now. Yeah, that was funny.
What's that?
I was watching my own self in slow motion.
Yeah. It's awesome. You did the best robot.
Watching myself in slow motion
You don't
was
need-
funny.
Hey Jay, I don't think you need the helmet no more. He's watching himself in slow mo.
It's time to pass the helmet.
I can help it, man.
Here, I'll pass you the helmet.
It will help. It's already beat her up.
Lord.
I'll tell you a funny thing about the neck surgery. When I swallow it, it feels like my tongue's going in a hole or something.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah, it's weird, man.
That
'Cause
sounds
sometimes
weird. That sounds painful.
back in my throat or something.
All right.
But
Man.
hey, I'm glad it's done though, because my right arm's better, my shoulder and everything's better on that side. So
Right on, man.
yeah,
Yeah. Is he still there or is he froze?
I
Who
mean,
knows?
and now it's time.
He's bogan.
well, son.
That wasn't the
Piccolo!
Stark out.
Well,
Oh!
I could hold it, man.
They say Piccolo.
I had to jump on Michael Boone. I'm like, whoa! I've seen him ring one too many times. He's like crawl through the computer screen. His head's gonna go between his legs.
He's freaking out.
I gotta stop watching horror movies. But freaking,
Final destination moment.
what's that?
Like having a final destination moment.
No. I can't ever drive behind a log truck anymore because of that.
Us with planes.
Oh, well, the planes, I always get kicked off because I'm sitting there like, we're all gonna die. We're on a plane overseas. I asked the flight person that was next to me, like, hey, you ever seen that movie Final Destination? She told me to shut the fuck up. But anyways, I'm not safe to take in public, I guess. Anyways.
You don't play well with others.
It looks like Michael went to sleep down there.
That's perfect.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Somebody should screenshot that.
Wait.
Wake up,
Don't you move, damn it, Michael.
Hello? Alien abduction.
Hey, Brandon.
Damn,
I'll
man.
send you a picture.
Uh-oh.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Brandon don't know which way to point.
She got that laptop aimed like a corner. I'm not used to that.
With your finger.
All right.
Somebody throw water on him.
Oh, shit. Only take a second.
Oh,
Hello.
oh,
Wait.
we're moving again.
Hey, back.
It's a miracle. He's alive.
Did you have a good nap?
Oh, boy.
Hey, don't
I know
worry,
my
we'll
shit's
get
running
pictures.
slow. I understand it's running slow. It's not my fault. It's this damn city or town, whatever you want to call it. No man's land. There you go.
I didn't know titties had an effect on people falling asleep like that.
I know, right?
Well, they make good pillows.
Like a nap.
I could fall asleep on Brandon's chest any night. It's nice and squishy. I saw the lips moving. I didn't hear the words coming out, but I saw his tongue. I just jumped out of it.
And it's sponsored by Miller Lite.
Yeah, we're not right. Oh man. Did you like that picture I sent you, Brandon?
Yeah.
You can't make, it looks like, oh, never mind. He's still moving a little bit.
Michael, you raise your hand to show you're alive.
He's still moving. He ain't dead yet.
Hey, Jay, since you're above him, all you have to do is just tap his head a little bit. Like, hey, wait.
Don't do that, Jay. Let's try. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Wow.
You're the best 15 seconds you're alive.
Damn, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
Well, you made it come out of the mess.
Oh shit.
Prepared. He's taking his.
Hey, Michael, you froze again?
I think he's hungry. There he is.
Oh, there he goes. He's doing the robot again.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Things not to do on YouTube, part one.
He's not moving, but he's trying.
Damn it.
That's what like little poor things done. This is that facial expression. You know, something's like pouring down on him. He's like, Daddy cream.
I can put that hair down.
How dare you kill him?
That's constant.
No.
Well, at least you got a laugh out of the show tonight.
I have to clean the couch now, thanks to you, Michael. Dustin pissed himself over here.
Oh, he could have shit himself.
I tell you,
Oh my goodness.
that's bullshit.
Hey, Michael, check your phone. I just sent you a picture.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Here you go. Since you need something to sit on since you pissed yourself.
Brandon, put it up.
All right, I got it. We're good.
Oh shit. Man, oh man, oh man. All right. You guys ready to call it a night?
No.
You gotta let Michael come back in. You just can't
He's just gonna leave when he comes out.
Where'd it go?
It was alien abduction.
Michael was abducted.
Oh.
A few
That's
times.
That's why
wait.
he's making those faces.
All right, let me see.
Well,
Well, we got two Michaels. Wait.
We cloned him. Well, now this is.
This is interesting. I want to see if it comes up too. Oh, there's one. There's one.
One's sleeping and the other one's awake.
Okay.
Okay.
I think.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Michael, you there? Throw your hand up if you can see us.
How?
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Lincoln's home.
It's like
Oh, this got really awkward.
Whoa.
You're getting closer.
These are like slow motion.
Hello?
Oh.
Are you in
what?
What? So,
Stop talking. They can't understand you. Just make faces. They understand that better.
Oh, wow. What are you doing down there, Brandon? Brandon, just let me jump in.
We lost Michael again.
Well,
Michael, you there?
no.
now we have figured out all your alien.
Yeah, no, this is UFO talk, man. We just
Hey, look, it's a hat.
Get out.
That went out the
Brandon,
window.
where'd you go?
Want a spoon?
Hold on. Hold on. I got the spoon beat. Anybody need lotion?
Ah.
What about hand sanitizer?
Nasal spray.
Nasal spray.
All right.
I got a flip flop.
Yes,
You
you're
guys
all
got
like alien.
Generation H.
We got deodorant.
You gotta keep fresh afterwards.
I got K-tape.
All right.
All right.
No, we got KY somewhere.
Oh no, I said K-tape.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's reaching.
I'm trying to find. You want Chick-fil-A cup?
Right on, right on, right on.
Anything Brandon doesn't want just
He
gets
goes
thrown.
over in that corner.
There's a trash bag over there. I'm just chucking it over there.
Hey, we got 5 thumbs up.
Anything Brandon doesn't want.
We got 5 thumbs up. All right.
Other
You
way.
guys ready
You
to
gotta
call
actually
tonight?
be in front of the screen.
A little further. There you go, right there.
It was like way over
Oh,
on the
way the hell
side.
over there. Somewhere.
I'm coming back. Look, the camera is like right there. You see me?
I didn't work there in the middle this time.
He's just trying to thumb Casper.
No, they're in the middle this time.
See the white dot? Go for the white dot. White dot.
Tip.
They'll put fingerprints on the camera though. Tickle, 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 tickle. Ah, shit.
All right, y'all just
There you go.
a bunch of damn
All right. Ready to
Oh,
call
is
tonight?
Carrie coming?
Huh?
Is
Ready
Carrie
to call?
coming?
All right. So if you guys want to share your social media links, and, we're going to wrap this up.
All right, bro.
That's what she said.
I thought Jay said I had to wrap my tits up.
Oh, my.
Well, he's gonna wrap something up.
Okay.
I'll be silly, wrap the Billy.
Hey, what's your guys' handles and stuff like that? Can you guys check? Dustin and Lisa, can you guys put your handles and stuff in the chat?
Do your phone talk to me?
I think
I
everybody
know
knows.
my stuff. Oh,
Everyone knows me.
Everybody knows us too. I
I'm
guess.
too fat. You can't miss me.
Much-
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't think you should let it.
Well,
You just let it go.
All right. Here's Lisa's. Make sure you give her a follow.
He's like,
Here's the next person right there's. There's Dustin's.
uh-huh.
I'll put Brandon in eyes. Everybody knows us.
Hang on, I might as well put mine in.
We don't have any new accounts, Carrie. We just changed the name. That's it. So if you got the old one, you still got us.
And is it Brandon KPT?
_ KPT.
There we go. All right, here we go. There we go. And of course, I can spell. We need to change our name to Screen Time BJ.
Oh my god.
Do it. Do it.
I think you got a little dyslexic there. It's supposed to go.
No.
no, he said Jay.
All right, Michael, what's yours?
But
It's
Michael,
Michael, are you there?
Michael. Michael.
hello.
it is
Ibasabi.
09 here.
All right, I'm pulling. Oh.
What do you do here?
That's what she said.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'm looking for his username.
It's Frozen Man.
Well, he's
There you
frozen.
go.
Hey, he should rename himself Freeze.
Right.
Outlaw Freeze. Free the outlaw. There you
There's stars.
go. Okay.
Michael.
He's on there somewhere.
Maybe he's not frozen. Maybe he's time traveling.
There you go.
Never know.
No?
Got it right there.
Astroglide. Damn. Damn, woman.
Here's Michael's.
All right.
There we go. There we go, guys. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. This has been another episode. Deuces.
Peace. Careful, y'all.
See y'all.
Bye.
Love you.
Nobody heard what you just said.
I know it.